Welcome. We are really excited to have you this evening. Tonight is really an opportunity for you to learn about Powur, a company that is growing at unprecedented rates and making a major impact in disrupting the solar industry. I've been in the industry for nearing 12 years, energy for about 30 years, been part of every economic model that this industry has displayed. So when I speak with you, I'm speaking with you with tremendous confidence. I've been there, I tried everything, and I've seen and been part of and been blessed to witness what Powur is doing to really change this industry. So when you hear about Powur, this is a new term. So yeah, we install a lot of solar. That's one of the great things about what we do. We install a lot of solar, but we are not a solar company. We are a platform. What does that mean? We'll talk about that a little bit more tonight, but in a brief way, Powur is a platform to accelerate the adoption of clean energy and on a worldwide basis in time, currently in the United States alone. And I'd like to make the case tonight for why we are in the right industry at the right time and why Powur is absolutely the right company and platform for you to be able to build a truly thriving business. And the great part about this industry is people are literally flocking to it. It's amazing to see what's happened. So think about what you may hear in the news every single day with regard to our economy, with regard to the rising cost of energy rate. Matter of fact, I'm living currently in San Diego. When I first came out here 2.5 years ago, my cost of energy was 18 cents at night per kilowatt hour. If you don't know what a kilowatt hour is, it's just a measurement like a gallon of gas. And it would go up to about 35 cents during the peak prime time. Now it's averaging 40 to 50 cents per kilowatt hour just in the last 2.5 years. And if you look at the industry, on an average, it's doubling every 10 to 12 years, the cost of energy. And with what we're experiencing right now, because of supply chain and all the other challenges, it is absolutely the perfect time to be in the industry with a company that is absolutely changing the game. So with that, what does it look like for a homeowner? And really, I look at this and I say, why does a homeowner not go solar, right? They save, in some cases, more than 50%. Let's just say on average, about 30 to 50%. Some markets are lower cost of energy. We can help them transition. So that's every month they're saving that money. And we can help them transition to solar with absolutely nothing out of pocket, zero out of pocket. They receive a tax credit that was just raised to 30%, and that's going to last for 10 years. So talk about a great time to be in this industry. But the homeowner gets this incredible benefit. Plus, it's going to increase the value of their home, typically more than or equal to the cost of the actual system. So rather than renting energy from the monopolized utility where they can't control their energy, they can take advantage of owning their own power plant and be producing clean, renewable energy. So again, why would somebody not go solar when you look at all those benefits? So now let's talk about the business of solar. You might be asking yourselves, all right, that sounds like a pretty good value proposition. How big is this industry? Well, it's big. It's really big. And if we share this data with you here, this is really important to look at the scope. There's 130 million single-family residences in the United States of America. Of those, 90 million are eligible for solar, 90 million. Well, only 3.5 million or so have actually made the transition to clean renewable energy on solar. So that means there's 87 million eligible homes to go solar, 87 million. You say, wait a minute. This industry has been around how long? Well, I'll tell you, it's been around for over 60 years, and residentially, it depends on where you start the clock, about 15 to 20 years. And only 3.5% have gone solar. And oh, by the way, someone went solar every minute in 2021, and that is just increasing as we continue as an industry. Why the heck is it only 3.5%? Well, we believe it's the model. It's really that simple. Solar has been the same in the model, but it's been very different. The technologies continue to evolve and evolve, but the model has been pretty much stagnant. Even though the technology's increased, the model hasn't. And Buckminster Fuller said it really, really well. To change things, don't try to fight the existing reality. Rather, build a new model that makes the old model obsolete. And that's absolutely true. You cannot affect change by fighting the existing reality. you have to build a new model. And that is exactly what Powur is doing. And this is why we're winning. Quite frankly, if you look at the old way of doing business, you've seen this in many industries. Think about the way you used to do business in retail, right? Traditional retail has shifted to a world where you can literally press a button and have anything at your door within hours or days, thanks to Amazon. What happened to the old retail? And many of them didn't evolve. And it's happened in the taxi industry as well. It's happened in transportation. It's happened in the travel industry. You used to go to Marriott or the main hotels. Now you go through Airbnb, hotels.com, hotwire.com. It happened in entertainment. It happened in real estate when literally the industry was disrupted by a platform. And now the fastest growing real estate company in the world is eXp Realty because they created a platform. And this is exactly what Powur is doing for the industry. And we're well on our way to being the defining category leader in a platform that redefines, empowers, and accelerates this industry, which is the most important in our generation, clean energy. So you look at that and say, well, all right, what does that mean for the homeowner? Well, and why is it changing this? Why are we winning like this? Well, it's about the platform economy. It's the business model. And the Powur platform connects all of the right players who are needed to have a successful journey in the solar industry. And it's really simple if you think about it. And if you look at this, here we are tying together all of the right people. It's better for the homeowner. It's better for the sellers. It's better for the installers. We offer a complete, transparent cost of goods with the best solutions for equipment, the best solutions for financing, and more buying power. As Powur grows and grows, it's almost like a flywheel effect. The bigger we get, the better our buying power gets. So what it means for the homeowner is a fully customized solution for less than the competition. Our labor partners, our product partners, our installers, they all plug into the platform and they make it better for you or for each of us who are sellers in the platform. That's what the difference is with a platform. So now you say, well, what about your experience? Regardless of where you come from, no matter what your background, you can be successful on this platform. We have thousands of people who have never, as you can see here, this was a survey that was done of our 6,000 sellers at the time. Over half had no experience in solar, and 80% had some sales experience, but 20+% had none. So this really shows you that no matter where you come from, and regardless of where you're coming from the platform, you can be empowered to succeed by leveraging the platform. And what I'd like to do is walk you through a video to kind of talk through what some of these great people, I mean, there's 7,000 plus in the platform. I'm going to share a few great success stories with you this evening. Here's the first video.
I just had my biggest winter in solar that I've had in 7 years. And coming from solar, having a big winter, that says a lot. My fiance quit his job last year, and now we both work from home with Powur. We're able to spend so much more time with our 3 children, and we're able to go on more vacations. I just bought myself a Tesla, and we also just entered escrow for a new home. I really feel like I'm living the dream life.
In just a few months working for Powur, I've discovered the real meaning of freedom, especially time freedom. I get to work my own hours, get to go to the gym whenever I want, and I get to spend time with my friends and family without having to take time off. I'm literally my own boss. On top of it, I've made more than ever before in my sales career.
Cada individuo que entra en Powur es como si fuera el propio dueño de su compañía solar. Porque Powur está enfocado en que cada uno de ustedes puedan lograr sus metas y sus sueños, pero a la misma vez que ayudamos a la adopción de la energía renovable al planeta. Me enamoré de ese trabajo porque ese trabajo me daba la libertad que no tenía en otros trabajos anteriores.
Other companies that I worked for had a terrible culture. I used to spend hours on the road driving from appointment to appointment for leads that just weren't that good. I was exhausted, I was overworked, money was tight, and I had to sell so many deals just to make a decent income. And there was time where I didn't know how I was going to pay the groceries.
Working for a boss in a big company was all I knew. At Verizon, I used to work 60 to 70-hour weeks with zero compensation for overtime. I'd wake up, go to work, come home, sleep, and start all over again. I had to request days off and I missed a lot of Christmas dinners with my family.
Nací en Puerto Rico, en el 2009 vine a los Estados Unidos por primera vez. Mi primer trabajo fue en un hotel, haciendo housekeeping, con el que limpia los cuartos. En Texas comencé a trabajar con Target y H-E-B. Después conocí Coca-Cola. Cuando me hablaron de la energía solar en el 2018, busqué en Google acerca de los paneles solares. Él me introduce con Edgardo González y Edgardo me dice el plan y la estrategia que tenía para hacer crecer esto, y yo dije, yo quiero ser parte de eso.
My friend Jonathan Brunasso, who I had worked with in several of my past solar companies, told me about Powur and how I can generate my own leads and offer customers so much more than the other companies. It just felt different, and the culture was completely different from anything that I had experienced. We just got back from Mexico, where Powur partnered with Prosperity Homes and they took us on an all expenses paid trip. This is what I mean by the culture at Powur. No other company has ever done anything like that for me.
I won't lie, I was very skeptical in the beginning. Having spent my whole career as a W-2 employee, moving from guaranteed paychecks to 1099 was very, very scary for me. It was Jonathan, along with other great mentors, who convinced me that I should switch to essentially becoming an entrepreneur with Powur. When I started out in October 2021, I got help from a tier 3 sales partner to close my first few deals. Since then, I've closed 19 contracts in just a few months, and I've earned more than I ever have before.
I was blown away by how easy it is to enter a lead, and there's so much control that we have for customizing proposals for a homeowner. You can choose the type of equipment you want to offer them. You can choose the type of financing from so many options. And if you know they're getting a roof or an electrical panel, you can put that in right away. And there's so much control that we have to better serve homeowners.
You get the freedom of time and being your own boss, but you also become an expert in your field. The certification courses teach you everything you need to know, and if you ever have a question or need advice, you can dig into the knowledge base or even reach out to the thriving community of Powur sellers. I get to stick to what I do best, which is selling, and leaving the rest and brand messaging to Powur. It really is the best of both worlds.
Powur me dio la oportunidad de que sin dejar el trabajo que yo tenía, podía hacerlo part-time, y con el tiempo, ese part-time podía darme esos ingresos que yo necesitaba para comprar mi casa, siempre y cuando yo cumpliera mis metas. Esa es la libertad que te ofrece Powur. Si tú tienes la oportunidad de alcanzar cada uno de tus sueños con algo que está ayudando a miles de personas a ahorrar dinero, ¿por qué decir que no?
I couldn't have imagined that I would be living the life I am now just 2 years into joining Powur, and I can't wait to see what we do next. My name is Cynthia Alvidrez, and I'm living a powered life.
My name is Jeff Hugh, and I'm living a powered life.
Mi nombre es William Contreras y este es mi Power Life.
And my name's Charles Thompson. I'm living an empowered life, and many hundreds of others are doing the very same thing. Great stories from Cynthia, Jeff, and William, all from different walks of life. No solar experience, no sales experience. It's just a great example of what the platform's able to do for so many wonderful people. So everything from the initial lead generation that you need, everything for the fulfillment of the projects, you get everything that you need in a cloud-based platform. So if you look at the bullets here, this is incredible. All the marketing assets, the proposal tool, the online back office, homeowner, all the presentation kits that you need, a training and knowledge base that I'll talk a little bit more about. And this one, affordable healthcare. As a 1099, Powur actually has the ability to offer us very affordable healthcare options. There are many who are saving thousands of dollars per year just in their healthcare options alone. So that's just a little bit about what's happening in the Powur platform. What's wonderful about this is what I'm going to share with you next. It's a real quick bite, and I'm going to have to get to it, of all of the tools that you access the platform. They continue to change. So let me walk you through it. So you get these graphics that you have that you can download, you can use on the internet, you can use on social media. You get the ability to have your own landing pages that can direct traffic to you. You get the ability to have these all custom made. They can come directly into your platform. They can upload electric bills. You can set consultations directly from inside the platform. All of the powerful videos that you can share. You also have flyers and brochures, English and Spanish. You can download those. You can edit those, customize those with your name, your email address. We don't want you to be in the marketing business. We want you to be in the sales business. Download these, shoot them off to somebody. You can see everything here on the screen that you get to completely edit. And then if you would like, you can actually mail these to the different zip codes and areas. You just grab a map and then you can send out all the opportunities directly from the platform. Truly amazing. The powerful presentation tool that you have. This is the dynamic proposal where you can remove panels, size it to what the homeowners need. You don't have to call anybody. You don't have to get the designers involved. It's all available to you. Set it up for whatever the homeowner's desired solar offset is. You can show them the benefits of what solar is going to do versus the next 25 years. Where with solar, eventually that bill goes away. All of this is demonstratable. You can show them the incentives, the credits, all of the long-term benefits that they have. And then all of the training that you need to do this. It's pretty simple to get started, but once you're in, you get access to a plethora of training, the best training industry that I've seen in this industry, bar none. And then in addition to that, you can go through and get into our knowledge base, tap into our knowledge base. So if you have a question, you type in a question and you can find typically a video. You get access to training videos from people who have helped you overcome objections, help you do sales tactics. I mean, amazing tools. Our extended care warranty, 30-year warranty that covers parts, labor, roof penetration. Inside the spotlight pages, you can look at market by market and see what the benefits are of selling in those markets. All of this is available in our knowledge base and our Powur University. Incredible tools, better than anything that I've seen in my 12 years having been in the industry, not to mention the training that we get from our lenders, training that we get from our manufacturing partners. They want you to succeed, and the game-changing virtual site survey app where you can upload 8 to 10 photos. You or the homeowner can upload 8 to 10 photos. You can speed up the design. You can speed up the payments. You can get paid in as little as 48 hours from contract on your first milestone payment. Then you can check everything out inside the dashboard. You can see all the tools that you have. You can see how much money you're making on a project. You can look at your team. If you decide to build a team, all of the different benefits. It's a beautiful dashboard that is very visual. And then you get to communicate directly with the project team. You can see that they communicate through notes. Have an ambassador program where you can offer every homeowner or even anyone who's touching a home $1,000 per person. They refer to you who goes solar, and all that's tracked and paid for inside that app. That's just a handful of some of the benefits you have in working with the Powur platform. Okay, catch my breath. Now let's talk about the important part for most, and that is the money. It's a SaaS platform. Powur is completely different than any other solar company in the industry. They only keep 15% of the margin on any project, 15%, and they're profitable, where most national and regional scaling companies are not profitable. Powur is. On your personal sales, you keep 70% of the net margin on a project. If you say there's $10,000 margin, that's an average $7,000 commission. We have a tier 3 sales partner program. You might have heard Jeff talk about that in the video. So for your first 1 to 3 projects, you're going to work with a tier 3 seller, and you're going to split the commission on that. We also have a rev share program that is another game changer. If you decide you want to build a team, that rev share program pays out of Powur's 30%, not out of the commissions. It's actually paid out of Powur's money, and they will pay you anywhere between $100 and $600 on every deal in your team. And not only that, Powur is really committed to your growth and creating a true entrepreneurial opportunity. You have the ability to earn stock options while you're part of this amazing platform. So if that gives you some sense of what's available to you here, let's walk through the pathways. So now you see how it's as lucrative as it is. Let's talk about the pathway. Everyone starts as a tier 1 seller. And I mentioned a minute ago, as a tier 1 seller, you're going to close your first 1 to 3 deals with a tier 3 sales partner. We call it earn while you learn. And all you have to do is really learn how to get an electric bill, submit it into the platform, and tag a tier 3 sales partner. That's it. You'll earn, you'll learn, you gradually advance yourself into a tier 2 seller where you'll receive the entire 70% commission when you're ready. And at this level, you have the ability to sell on your own. You're independent. You'll still have support from your team and our sales support. But then you go on and get 5 additional contracts on your own. And that's where, if you have the desire, now you're considered an expert in the platform. If you're interested, then you have the option of becoming a tier 3 seller on the platform, where you have the option to not only close your own sales, but to work with other tier 1 new sellers who come into the platform. There's about 1,000 people per month currently coming into the Powur platform, and we only have about 400 tier 3 sellers. So there's a huge opportunity for tier 3 sellers, first of all. And I believe they're the best leads that are coming out in the industry. And once you're a tier 3 seller, you really don't even have to think about lead generation, because it's part of the Powur platform. If you have a great track record, then they will choose you through what we've called our Powur pairing program. So really amazing assets. And then the training, we want us all to be able to not only achieve tier 3, but we want to be well-trained, be able to represent Powur, because this opportunity is amazing. We want it to be done properly for homeowners. And the training, as I mentioned earlier, is second to none. We have a state-of-the-art training center that we do live events from. Every first Wednesday of each month, we're doing a live event that's 4 hours of incredible training, followed by our CEO address. And the best part about the tiered program is you're earning and you're learning. You just continue to get nourished. And all you have to do to get started is get your first electric bill, tag a mentor, and move on. It's really that simple. All this training is available to you. You saw some of the clips from what's inside our back office. Amazing tools that you have leverage to. Okay, so now let's take a look at where we've been, the journey that we've been as a company. And this model that you heard about tonight has really been substantial for Powur's growth. We've grown 8,000% since the pandemic. And look at the history. So we go from 2014, where we were a lead gen company, launched a lead generation platform. You can see 0 revenue, and then gradually started incrementally growing. And look what's happened each time we've evolved as a company. And now well over $300 million pacing for this year from where we were just 8 years ago. That gives you an idea of the benefit. And really, we're just getting started. That's the beauty of the platform, is we are just getting started. Okay, so now you've heard about Powur, you've heard about all the great programs we have, but what you haven't heard about some of these other things. You heard about the industry, you heard about the product, you heard about our income, heard about the company, heard about the technology. What we haven't heard about is the team behind this and the culture of this company. So I'm going to play the second, and this will be our last video that we'll share with you. And then we'll come back, fill in a few gaps, and we'll wrap up. So let's watch this video from our amazing CEO, Mr. Jonathan Budd, our founder and CEO. Here you go.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Budd. I'm the CEO and founder of Powur. And if you made it this far, you've probably heard incredible reasons to join our company already. But I want to take a minute to share with you where this company really came from. 12 years ago, 2010, I was making lots of money. I had a successful digital publishing company, but something was missing. And I really wanted the work that I actually do every day to be making a difference, to be helping to solve some of the challenges going on our planet. I got a call one day from my friend Jim Bunch, and he said, "Hey man, I'm going on this trip with this organization, the Pachamama Alliance, and I think you should come. Can you come to the Amazon rainforest?" For some strange reason, I said yes. So I went down to the Amazon rainforest with the Pachamama Alliance, spending time with this culture that has no concept of trash, that has lived for thousands of years in that forest. And down there, in the middle of a ceremony with one of the elder shamans of this tribe, the vision for Powur came to me. What I knew in that moment was that I was meant to come back and start an organization, the first of its kind, that was going to figure out how to enable anyone to earn their livelihood and participate in the clean energy or solar revolution. And it took me almost 10 years to really figure out what it was, following the clues and the signs that has ultimately led to where we are today, which is this absolutely disruptive platform for the solar energy industry. Powur is truly here to make the biggest difference we possibly can aiding our world in becoming sustainable, getting as much carbon out of the atmosphere as possible, and delivering the next generation of infrastructure that society is going to be built on. Now, on top of that, our purpose is to reward financially the people who make that happen more than they ever have been in their lives before. We have this fundamental belief that if you get paid really well to do good, then you're going to do more good. The vision for Powur is to build the largest clean energy platform on planet Earth. And I think the potential for Powur is to truly be a global distributed energy utility that is delivering essential services that we all need for survival at breakthrough costs. This is not just solar power. This is solar power plus storage so that we can become our own utility and we're truly grid independent. This is transportation, whether that's electric vehicles or other forms of transportation that are coming. This is, of course, our appliances and the electrification of the home. This is how we grow food, how we source water. All of these are going to be challenges in the future, and technologies are enabling a new type of way to meet these needs. So this is an incredibly exciting time, and the platform is just in its infancy. And we're now getting to the point where we're able to add so many different types of installers, whether it's HVAC contractors, roofers, solar installers, all of the infrastructure that we need to live in a sustainable world, save money, and lower our carbon footprint. This platform is going to be able to sell and fulfill. I truly think this represents a multi-trillion-dollar industry, and there is no other company, not one, that is close to where we are today in giving you the opportunity to participate. Powur is owned truly by the people. We have now done 2 record-breaking crowdfunding rounds in which we let every single person in our ecosystem become equity owners of the company. In addition, we offer stock options to every single person who joins the company if they hit certain performance criteria. And we want it that way because truly our purpose here is to shift as much wealth to the people who are building the clean energy economy as we possibly can. This is truly the time to leave your mark. This is the time to go big, to make your dreams come true, to build that career, that lifestyle, that best life that you've envisioned for yourself, making a difference, doing it with people you love, and creating the financial prosperity that you know is possible for you. So, it's been my honor to meet you and share with you a little about the vision, origin, and purpose of Powur. Now it's your turn to join this amazing company, and let's go out there and accelerate the adoption of sustainable energy together.
Well, probably pretty easy to see why we love that man, Mr. Jonathan Budd, our CEO and founder. And you hear him talk about the long-term mission vision of Powur, and you saw it a few slides ago, how we have evolved consistently year over year over year. Imagine, we're just getting started, and solar is the first offering. Now we offer roofing, soon we're offering HVAC, and Jonathan mentioned there's really no stopping. With a platform, you're able to expand this company without anything that holds you back. And the beauty is, not only that, is who Powur is a company. And this is something that is important to consider. And yes, Powur is profitable, but they give back. It's just, there's very few companies that do this. At the core, we are a certified B Corporation and a public benefit corporation, which means we have to balance purpose with profitability. Check out that impact report. If you have your phone, feel free to scan that and see that what we are doing to help reduce the carbon footprint, to reduce pollution, and help homeowners at the same time. There's very, very few companies who do this, but in this industry, Powur is the only one that we are aware of who's doing anything close to this and being a public benefit company and a certified B Corp at the same time. Now, with that, hear from us, but what about the customers? You don't have to take my word for it, because here's just a handful of customer reviews from people who work very hard, all of us sellers who help our homeowners get this amazing transition to clean renewable energy with 5-star ratings on Yelp and A+ ratings in the BBB. These scores mean something, and they're not easy to get. And we want to make sure that's the greatest compliment that we can have as a company, in my opinion. All right, so from there, let's wrap it up. Enough about us. Let's get back to where we started back in the beginning. This is the opportunity, 87 million eligible homes. An install happening every 60 seconds. So the question is, what part of that do you want? What part of that impact do you want to be part of that creates income? How big can your impact be? Because you can be part of this major shift, a shift that could mean time freedom, location freedom, inner freedom, and ultimately financial freedom. A shift that could change many, well, the lifestyle that RES, Cynthia, Jeff, Williams, myself, so many people in this Powur platform. How does it begin? It begins with you leveraging the platform. You enroll in the platform for a $99 one-time onboarding fee, $85 per month for the technology cost. And that technology gives you access to the solar fulfillment software suite, the cost of goods model, the 5 pathways of earning within the platform, diverse access to leading equipment, financing solutions, all the tools, the training, and the culture that's going to support your growth. So I think after tonight, things change a little bit. When you go through this, you may never look at a roof the same way. I know I don't. I always look at it and say that's perfect for solar. You may not also look at the industry the same way, because you'll get to see what this incredible company has done to change it. Now you have the opportunity to leverage this and have your own solar sales and marketing business. So I invite you to get back with whoever invited you